Hi everyone, it's Tanya again with KB Riley. That is Karen Burniston and Riley and Company put together, KB Riley. And we are here today. We are going to make a fantastic pop-up card, and you're not going to believe how easy it is. I promise you. You're going to love it. We've got some great specials, so hang on and let me get you turned around. Hold on just a second. I tried to do that really fast so you guys can't see how absolutely messy my studio is. But look at what we're going to make today. You ready? Isn't that gorgeous? This is the easiest card in the world. You are not going to believe it. If I can do pop-ups, everybody, you can do pop-ups. The reason I started doing these videos, normally Karen does the KB Riley videos, Karen Burniston videos, because she's so dang good at it and she's done it for so long and she's very proficient and they're clean and they're crisp and they're sharp and they're beautiful. And yeah, that's not me. And quite frankly, pop-up dies intimidated me. So when I started making them, when Karen and I joined up and created a company together, I thought, you know what? These are super easy. And I bet other people would love to see how easy they are just from somebody that doesn't ever quite do things polished. So you just get me. And I hope you like it. This card, we've done a few of these now. This card is probably the easiest one of all of them. It looks really difficult. It's really not. I have cut the pieces. I'm going to sit this here. Oh, I don't know if you can see it if I sit it there. But our special for the day, we always put the dies that I use to make the card that we're making on sale. So you will see the sale category. And these 4 dies will be in it. I might put a couple, 3 more in there. You just never know. But we are going to be using, I'll take this off here. I put this on here for a reason. The tree pop-up die, which is number 1005. We're going to use the border blends in the 𝐒𝐤𝐭𝐡. You're not going to believe these dies. Karen is a mastermind when it comes to creating mechanical dies. There's only 3 dies in this package, and it does all of these, and I'll show you how. We are going to use cake trims, which sounds kind of weird for this card because there's no cake on it, right? But just wait. And we're going to use the word set 9 love. Now, if you go to KarenBurniston.com and click on the sale category, you'll see these, okay? But this is how we're going to start. Now, I don't know if we're going to get through this whole card. I mean, pop-up dies take a while. Pop-up cards take a while because there's a lot of little teeny pieces to it, okay? But I'm going to show you the basics, and I hope we're going to get through this, okay? If not, give me a holler, and I'll show you, tell you how on the phone or something like that. I might just make a video on how to do the whole card. But anyway, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to have your basic card back. And in this case, it's just a half a sheet of paper cut the long way, okay, at 4 1/4. Now the inside piece is where we're going to cut our pop-up on. All right, so it is 4 inches wide and 10 3/4. Okay, I don't normally ever really worry about that because I can cut it off later. Now, this little teeny tiny piece, this little guy right here, is the mechanism. Can you believe that? It's so easy. I'm telling you guys, this is so simple. I always thought they were so hard, and they're not. They're not. So anyway, you're going to see these little nodules right here. Those go exactly on my fold line. So when I run it through my die cut machine, normally I'll lay those down there, and I don't want it to move on me. So I just use a piece of purple tape. That's all. And I run it through, okay? So when I fold it in half, this folds out, and you have your pop-up piece. Is that incredible? Now this comes with the tree set. All right, our tree pop-up. But you can literally use this for anything. You can pop absolutely anything up on this that you want. I mean, think about that for a second, right? In this particular case, you get the tree with it. Now, this is going to go ahead and be my top piece, but I want to cover my bottom piece, okay? So how am I going to do that and cut that notch out perfectly? Easy peasy, I'm telling you. I'm going to lay a piece of cardstock, half the size, just 1/4 of a sheet, 5 1/4 by 4, and lay it right in the fold before There you go. See, like that before it's cut. I'm going to lay it right in the fold. Okay, so just imagine that this was a full piece and not cut. So when I have that in the fold and I've folded it back so I know where it's going to sit, okay, then I'm going to take this same piece. I'm going to lay it on the uncut piece, but I'm going to lay it right over what I cut before. I'm going to tape it to the uncut piece and take away the base and then just run this half through. The reason I do that is to make sure that I've got this horizontally exactly where it is on that other piece. When I'm done and I cut it, you're going to get just this half cut and it's just going to fold up. Then all we're going to do is we're going to take our glue. I use zip dry for my big pieces because I am one of those people that can get glue absolutely everywhere. That is going to slide right in there. I'm going to take it and I'm going to fold it in half to make sure, okay, that it's exactly where I want it to be. And the only piece that isn't going to be tacked down is this. So I'm just going to take my glue, just like that, fold it up there, squeeze it together, and that's easy. The zip dry lets me move it in place. Now, KB Riley doesn't carry the zip dry, Riley and Company does, but if you've been watching these today, you'll know that I use zip dry because I've been on before. So I'm going to take this base piece and I'm going to take the card front that I cut. Now I'm going to fold it in half, and you can pick either side to start with. Okay, we can just do the top. Now all I'm going to do is just go around the edges. Okay, and I'm going to keep it folded. I'm going to slide it right in where I want it, center it a little bit, and then just close it. I'm going to go around all the edges. With zip dry, you don't need to put it everywhere, just the edges. And when I open it up, look what happens. Then we are just going to repeat the process. Just like that. And fold it down. And that is as easy it is to get your base card with 2 different colors. Super simple. Now, we can do the decorating parts on the inside if we want, but I really would like to show you the tree. The decorating parts, I hope we'll get to it. It's really simple. I just laid pieces on top, glued them down. Okay, but we will get to that in a second, so bear with me. Let's do the tree piece first. Now here's the die. Okay, and in this die you get all these lovely pieces. You get the tree die. This big honkin' piece is actually this, which is the leaves all in one piece. Look at that. You can put it, whoops, upside down. You can put it on top or you can put it behind. Doesn't matter. Or you can put it on top and behind. So what I do, before I do that, I'll show you the rest of the pieces. You get flowers, you get leaves, you even get a little tire swing. And this is a little swing, little wooden swing that you sit on. They're amazing. Okay, and the instructions for the pop-ups on all of our products, the pop-up instructions are on the packaging. And they're also on our website. Karen does amazing instructional videos. There's no way in the world that I could ever touch that. Like I said, I'm just winging it. And hers take days to do. So always go out and watch her assembly videos. They are incredible. Okay, I do. That's how I learned. So I would not tell you to go someplace I would not go. So there you go. There's a dice. So all we're going to do is we are just going to, now I'm going to use fine line glue for this. This is KB Riley's glue. It's pH glue, okay? And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to start in a little piece here, okay? It's got a fine tip on it, okay? It's an 18 gauge tip. And I love it because it gets in all the little places. Now, see, I've got it kind of arranged the way I want it. And now I'm just going to turn it over. And I'm going to tack it in several of the places. That's all we're going to do. Okay. All right, I'm going to use my hands. I'm not going to put it down on the paper because I don't want it to glue to my paper. And ask me how I know that. Okay, so now we have our tree. See how easy that is? And you can put that behind too. Now, I'm also going to show you one of my favorite tools. This is an off-brand generic version. We have the Spellbinders Quick Stick on our website. This little guy right here is little sticky stuff, and it does not take much. I mean, it takes like maybe a 1/16 of a turn, but this end is sticky. So I'm going to put some leaves on this now. Let's get this back. I am not one of those people that like to do little detailed piece part work. I know some of you are, but I do not have the temperament for that. So this is me. Now I'm just going to put some glue in some bigger spaces, and I cut out just a few of the leaves. Not a lot. I'm not covering the whole tree, but watch how this works. It just picks it up. If you have problems with that, oh, there it comes. See, take it from me, if you twist it too hard, you will get that stuff squirming out everywhere, and then you're just going to waste it. So I'm just going to put these leaves on here randomly. A couple of them were cut out of patterned scrapbook paper, and the dark green was just out of, see how easy that is? Whoops! Told you it sticks. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do with that. If you guys can see that. Hope so. Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a whole bunch of my red hearts. Okay. I'm just going to dump them out here. And these hearts were made, get this, with a cake set. You would never think, right? But we have a cake pop-up die that is incredible, by the way. But this is the decoration set, the decorator set for that cake die. Now, what I love about it is it does the trim. See this trim? But when you do the trim, you have all these little bitty hearts. You can get them all at one time, right? All of them at one time. It has trim that you can use. It has borders that you can use. It even has a die that makes 5 bows at one time. I love this set. I use it so much. So I just cut out a couple of these, and then I end up having all kinds of different hearts. And what's even better is then I have the trim pieces too for later, right? Absolutely so much fun. So what I'm going to do with this is, now you could spend a whole lot of time putting these little hearts on. I don't. That's not me. So I'm just going to put dots just a little bit everywhere. And just don't be afraid to just stick them on there. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to run through. Now you have to use your nail or something, some kind of tool. Your finger works great to hold them down because the glue isn't going to grab them right away. Now on this particular one, I'm not worried about whether they're right side up or not. If you notice on dies, they have a little curve when they're right side up. That's what I like about dies. You can cut stuff out with a Cricut, and I do. But I like the look of die pieces when they're cut out. Now look how fast this goes. Is this easy? I'm telling you, this is so easy. If I can do it, folks, you can do it. We've had a really good response to these videos, and I'm really glad that you guys are learning and taking the jump and leap into it. I think that's awesome. So now the next color I'm going to put on is some teal ones to match my paper. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm not going to put as many. I want the red to be the primary color. So I'm just going to spread them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll put it on top of that one, maybe right there. And again, Just use your quick stick. This is the most fabulous tool. I think it's only like $10, I think. Maybe 12. Without looking, I couldn't tell you, but now it's okay to put hearts on top of hearts, right? Because they're like, it's kind of like an apple tree, only it's a heart tree. You can just be random with it. All right, and there we have it. And the last ones we have to put on are my little white glitter ones. Now these, of course, I do want to be right side up. So I'm going to just use them as little fill-ins. Put one there, and here, and up here, and there, and maybe right there. Now I will show you a trick when I am done with this that Karen figured out for your bottle, your glue bottle. This fine line bottle we have on our website as well with this little 18 gauge tip, but I'm here to tell you this PVA glue, it sticks. There is a reason that we use it, and it's because it sticks paper down and it will not come up. But what it also does, and when I'm done doing this, I'm just going to find my little holes and just fill in the rest of them. But it dries very quickly and very securely, and it will also dry in the tip of your bottle. Now it comes with this little guy right here that just slides in. It's a little needle. Okay, if you're like me, you need your glasses to see that. So while I'm working, I don't want it to dry right away, right? It's a little tiny needle like. So just get you a jar, a little tub, something, put a paper towel on the bottom and put a little tiny bit of water, not a lot. And if you just tip it upside down and store it there while you're working, it keeps the tip moist. That is a Karen Burniston tip for you. Now, our tree is done. Oh, I forgot one important thing. We need one more little heart. I want to put one right in the center here. Okay. Just like that. And we are done with the tree. That's how easy that is. Okay. So while I'm going to let that dry, I'm just going to set this aside. All right. And I'm going to pick up my base that I started working on. Okay. And I'm going to put a little border at the top. This is incredible. You guys are not going to believe how this is made. Karen came up with the genius idea to have what we call blends, border blends. And what that means is that, let me find it here real quick. All of these borders are a blend of these 3 dies, just put in different orders. So you have, I forgot to grab the other 2. Oh, no. Whoops, sorry. Oh, here they are. So there's 1 in here, okay? And then here's 2 and 3. And this is how you do them. I have my little purple tape to hold them together. But see the little notches here? They just go into the notches on the other one. Okay? And then when you turn it over, it creates this border. All right? If you do it this way, all right, it's going to create a heart. Isn't that crazy? But if you do it this way, you can do it 4 different ways with just these 2. It's going to create hearts with the little impressed dots. Isn't that genius? Then when I go to run them through my machine, I literally just take my little piece of tape, lay it down and run it through. Or you can use them individually and they make absolutely stunning little dies or little die cuts, little borders. So with this, I just glued it on, and I'm going to grab my scissors real quick and trim it off. Just like that. All right, for the base on the inside, all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my zip dry again for this because I want to be able to make sure it's nice and square. It'll help me move it around. Okay, I'm going to sit this on the inside. The sun's coming through my window. I hope that doesn't distract you guys. I have cut a little piece right there, so I am just going to put this down. Okay. I kind of have to watch my time. This paper is old authentique paper. Now, I had these red borders cut, but I didn't bring them over, so I'm not going to put them on this card. But all I did was take the borders, which is just a single one of these. Just a single one of these. Okay. And I cut them out and put them on. Then I'm going to take my X and my O. Now, how many of you guys do this? All right. So you've got the X and the O, right? But I want it to look kind of 3D. So I am just going to take and with my little fine tip. So I love this bottle and this glue. There's no way that you could do this little bitty stuff with zip dryer or a tape runner. It'd just be maddening. And you just put it on top of a quote shadow, which is just the same thing cut out of a darker color. And there you have a shadow. And I'm just going to put it on right there. Okay. Now, before I attach my tree, see how I did that? Super simple. I'm going to go back with these and my little teal hearts. And I'm going to put a dot right in the middle. And I'm going to spruce up this little border. It's gorgeous, but it's glitter. And see, you can help, these can help you move these around too. And look how fast it is using one of these tools to do this border. And the cake trim actually has, yeah, I'm upside down. The cake trim actually has 2 different sizes. Told you it glued down fast, huh? It has 2 different sizes of the hearts trims. So you get a bigger heart from the inside of one and a smaller heart from the inside of the other. I told you I make a mess when I glue, right? I told you that. Oh, I know. I forgot to tell you guys. Oopsie. That we are going to do a little drawing today. And one lucky person who comments during my first live vision or live broadcast. Oh, I forgot to put glue there. The live broadcast of this. If you comment, we're going to draw a random person's name, and I'm going to give you a free tree pop-up set. Okay, I will send it out first thing tomorrow, I promise. Well, it's Sunday, but I will send it out first thing Monday. All right, so now we've just given it a little bit of extra something. Now let's really make it pop, should we? I am going to put my glue right here. So keep those comments coming. Tell me if it's snowing there. What did I do with my tree? Oh, there it is. All I'm going to do is sit that tree right on that edge. I'm trying to keep it so you guys can see it too. All right, I'm just going to sit that little tree right there on the edge. Just like that. Now I'm going to close it so that it finds its spots. Okay, you're just going to train this little tree to go in the right spot. It will take maybe a half a minute for this to glue itself down. And there you have, see how easy that is? Isn't that fun? Now, all you have to do is add the borders, okay? Some little hearts. And around this edge here, most trees have leaves that fall, right? So I'm going to put 5 little dots, and I'm just going to pick up some random hearts that are laying on the ground. I know it's hard to see, I'm sorry. So there we go. Now they're not going to always be facing you because leaves don't always face the right way, right? There's one. And I'm just using what I have left over, everybody. So you will see in a second the little hearts that have fallen off the tree. Isn't that fun? So just add your borders. Okay, a couple another hearts, and we are done with that. Now let's go ahead and move on. I'm going to try to get the glue off of there before I shut this because I don't want to glue it shut. Let's just go ahead and do the front. I'm going to show you how very simple this is, okay? Just with your, let me see how much time I have. Oh my, I'm way over. I am so sorry, guys. All you do for the fronts, sorry guys, is you just do this, add that, add the I love you. All right, and your borders, and that's how easy it is. Don't forget to go to KarenBurniston.com and grab your sale dies. And now I have a very special treat. My very good friend Maria is up next, and she is going to show you even some more Karen Burniston goodies. You're going to love it. Have a great day and happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Bye.